In 20 years, maybe Parrot Dog could be to craft beer what Havana Coffee is to the caffeine district. I have never been in a cafe like this, where coffee for sale and the engine room are side by side for all to see. Havana definitely has this authenticity that you only get from knowing exactly what you're doing and living it.
Feels like I'm in a bit of a... like I'm actually in Havana. Just need a cigar, maybe it'd be a lot hotter. I'll probably be in like a singlet with a beer branded singlet. It's a pretty cool place. I like the jukeboxes, different kind of clocks. Fans, even though it's Wellington and it's already windy in it. Hey guys. Little community here. I'm already part of it. Beautiful, mate. Jeff, thank you for having me here. How did this place all come about? It's a very impressive enterprise you have going.
How this came about was a bit of no plan in sticking to it, really. Just been riding the coffee wave for about 25 years, and we just keep getting busier and busier, and when you're selling a drug, it's got its own momentum.
And you guys do you deal direct with Fidel?
Yeah, well, when we started years ago, we started with one of our still hero cafes, Midnight Espresso. It was in the middle of Cuba Street. We started roasting our own coffee, and we thought, you know, Cuba grows coffee, we better go and see what the coffee's like. And Jamaica grows the best coffee in the world, and Cuba's right next door. So we jumped on a plane, went to Jamaica, went over to Cuba, and the coffee has just been amazing. The coffee is like, after working with coffee for years and years, I think to take all the hype and everything away, like sort of wine talk, I think coffee's like the country it's grown from. So like Indian coffee is being very humble, and the Indonesian coffee is very gnarly, and the Cuban coffee is like the rum and the salsa and the cigars. It's like ooh la la.
I kind of like that. It's a bit like music, how, you know, people enjoy the human side. If you have a flawless produced song, flawless recording, you know, it's good to a point, but people like to feel like there's a human side to it. Yeah, few imperfections. It makes things a lot more relatable.
Probably like you say, like the music analogy is like, you know, when you hear a song you really like at the beginning and then you don't like it after a while. I think you could say Havana's like a song that it takes you a few times to listen to, but then once you've heard it, you love it.
Yeah, sounds good.
But once you've learnt it, you love it.
Hey, yeah, I had a mate come here a few months ago. He'd just finished a doctorate in quantum physics, and he had the bright idea to come here and cycle the length of the country. Had never really got into coffee much at all, and he told me, oh, let's go get a coffee on the last day before he flew out. I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's like, man, ever since I've been here, I've found myself having at least 2 coffees a day. It's just...
Oh, yeah. Biking in New Zealand, yeah. Coffee's only €2, yeah. Loving it, and the girls are so cute.
Totally, it's overcome him. And it must be good to know you're part of the building of that culture here.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's been a real journey. Because New Zealand's so far away, some of us in New Zealand have brought really good technology roasting equipment. And then we've also, because we're shipping our coffee so far, we're bringing really good coffee, so we're bringing it right across the globe down in New Zealand. We've got the best baristas, we're doing heaps of training for baristas, so we've really got our baristas competing against each other. And so we've got them on the world stage. And then one thing that people keep overlooking in New Zealand, we've got the best dairy products in the world. So when you add really good milk with really good coffee and people making it really well, it's like, wham! You know, you've got a really good hit.
But it's all very open. Yeah. It's out there. People can go through the journey with you. Yeah. Was that all part of the plan?
Yeah, we want people to see what's in every cup. Getting everything perfect in a cup of coffee is quite complex. There's a lot going into it. So it's where it's growing, it's how it was shipped, it's how it's stored, it's how it's roasted, then it's the way it's ground, and then it's the way it's poured. through to the milk and the way you serve it. So to get all those little things right into the cup to get the money shot, we've got to do all those things. But we do have cafes all over New Zealand, so I think, this is Havana, but we do serve coffee at some of the most iconic cafes around New Zealand. So there's some great places. You've got the Depot in Auckland, Jones the Grocer, Conch Records. We've got a new place, Double Shot on Waiheke Island. We've got Maranui in Wellington, Fidel's, Midnight Espresso, Deluxe. There's Mrs. Clark's in Riverton. So we're all over the place. Anywhere you can find the Golden Arches, you can find the Golden Star.
I like that.
It's just going off. Like last month was our busiest month in 25 years.
Really?
Yeah, and my kids say, you say that every month there, and that's about the reality of it.
Awesome.
It's a runaway train. It's just like a get on and hold on.
Yeah?
Yeah. Basically, if you're not drinking Havana, it's Havana, the coffee,